Welcome to Empower. I'm glad that you decided to be with us today. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. This is a program where we focus on people and workplace. And all along, God has been teaching us many things as He takes us where we're supposed to be. Because as I always say, God has designed each one of us for a certain purpose. And my prayer is that God may continue to work in us, mold us, so that we can become that which He made us to be. And today we have a special program as we continue to see how can we be light in the workplace. And this we've been focusing on young people because we believe as young as we are, wherever God has placed us, be it in a formal or informal setup, we are supposed to be the light as we do what we are doing today and the days to come. And I have a special guest with us who will introduce herself, then we can go on with the program. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Kendi.
Yes.
I am an aviator. I have majored in engineering.
Wow.
I am an aircraft engineer and a quality and safety manager now.
Wow, amazing, Carol. When you say you're an aviator, maybe you can expound for someone to understand.
By aviator, I mean that I work a lot with aircrafts. And since I've majored in engineering,
yes,
I service aircrafts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ladies do service aircrafts?
Yes.
Wow, amazing. I thought that's a man thing.
What a man can do, a woman can do better.
Wow. Amazing. How is the year taking you?
The year is okay. I thank God for His grace.
Yes.
I see His mercies every day.
Amen. That tells me you're also a believer?
Yes, I am a believer. This is my 15th year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Since you came to know the Lord?
Yes.
Wow. Do you do anything in church, or are you just a person who sits there and just watch?
No, I am in the children's ministry.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love that because I'm also one of them. I serve with the children's ministries. When I meet someone who does the same, I love it.
Okay.
How do you find that?
It's very challenging because every day you learn something new about children.
Yes.
And I think I take it with a lot of seriousness.
Yes.
Because we are building the church of the future.
Yes.
So whatever I do in church is for them. They're supposed to. I'm actually the what do you call it?
Which one? You deal with the small ones, or
no?
What do you mean?
I deal with every age. Yeah. I believe I am their stepping stone.
Wow.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like I need to mold them to become better
every day.
Every day, yeah.
Wow, amazing. That is so good to know, Carol. Now, I go about, you said when you're introducing yourself, you are an aviator. Do you mind telling us where you work?
I work at Mission Aviation Fellowship, Kenya.
Yes.
Yes.
For how long have you been at MAF?
I've been at MAF for 6 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you start where you are, or have you grown over time?
What do you mean by...
Okay, like did you start in the position you're currently holding at MAF, or have you grown there over the 6 years?
I have grown. I started as an intern. I went to an avionics technician, and now I'm now a manager. Yeah.
Wow, that's good to hear. Now, let's go back to where you started. You started in avionics. Maybe for someone who will be wondering, okay, this lady says she's an aviator, she's currently a manager, she did avionics. So someone may ask themselves, okay, what do you do in school to become what you are today? Maybe you can start from there.
You have to do an aeronautical engineering course. Right now they're doing, there's an option you can do a degree or a diploma.
Yes.
So you need to do that course first before you get into the career world. Yeah.
Did you start because of, do you find yourself in avionics because it was a desire or by default? You know, sometimes you can just find yourself in a certain course.
No, I have always wanted to be in the aviation industry, and I have always wanted to love how to fix the aircrafts and to make sure that everything is okay when people are flying. It's something I wanted to do since I was young.
Ah,
Yeah.
does it mean that you had seen someone doing it, or is it that, what made that interest develop in you?
My dad used to travel a lot.
Ah.
So we used to go to the airports to take him, and and I used to see aircrafts going up and coming down, and I was wondering how can
Yes.
such a big thing just go and carry all these people, and what is like what those small things that are making it fly, like
Yes.
just inquisitive. So I wanted to be part of the people who do it.
So you're that girl who'd look at that aeroplane and you're like, oh God, how does it go up?
Yes.
People are involved in this whole process, and you
Yeah.
desire to be one of them.
Yeah.
And so far, so good.
So far, so good.
Wow. Now tell us about avionics. You started in avionics. Maybe someone may be wondering, what is avionics?
So avionics is all the electrical and radio equipment in the aircraft. So how the pilot talks to people on ground, how he talks to his passengers, what he sees on the screens, those navigation aids that he uses. That's all avionics.
So for you, when you came in, you were to service, to maintain, or what exactly were you doing in avionics?
So in avionics, I came in to service and to maintain them. Yeah.
For how long did you do that?
I am still doing it even now. So we say 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
So, okay, you've grown still in avionics. You came in and as avionics intern. Then you've grown, you've become now the manager in charge of the same.
Yeah.
Wow. What are the challenges that you faced all along?
I needed to learn a lot because it's a vast area, and you need to be very proactive in getting to understand those systems.
Yes.
So it was a bit challenging because like you're entering and you don't know anything, and you have to learn.
Yes.
And yeah, that was actually the biggest challenge. Another challenge was safety. When you're doing it, you need to be very to take care of yourself, take care of the aircraft and the systems. So you need to make sure what you're doing is good and it's safe for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Now, I've found people, most of the time when we leave school, we have a lot of expectations. And sometimes telling someone to start as an intern, they're not very comfortable because they're looking at, okay, I've done avionics, I've done a diploma, I've done a degree, now I need a great job, I want to be a manager immediately. Maybe such a person, how do you advise them that being an intern first has helped you to be where you are?
You have to be patient. For you to get to such a point, you need a lot of knowledge. When you're getting yourself from school and into the industry world, things are not the same as they were in school.
Yes.
You need to understand how the industry works. You need to know how things are done in that industry. So you need to be very patient. And that's the biggest challenge with us young people. We just want a lot of money. We want big jobs. We want to drive very classy cars. But it takes time. You need to build. You need to build a lot before you get yourself there.
Yes. Yeah, because I've realized that the young people these days, you're looking at becoming the manager in a year. And I've come also to realize that workplace, and as you say, what we learn in class and what we get on the ground, it's different. But sometimes we are unable to give ourselves that time to be able to understand exactly what happens in the workplace. And you find some people, young people, struggling so much because they are not able to give themselves time. And I think you've seen some of them, even as maybe some even started with you, but they've not been able to grow to where you are in 6 years because they're even jumping from one place to another because they're not giving themselves that time to grow. Wow, that's so amazing. So the other thing I would ask, maybe sometimes people grow fast because maybe they have people that are holding their hands. They're able to show them the way. Would you say that there's someone who inspired you or someone who's really guided you through, or is it that you made your way so that you're where you are?
Yes, I have people who have held my hand and are still doing that right now. Without those people, it will not have been easy, especially my boss.
Yes.
He has been very supportive, taking you to trainings and giving you an opportunity to explore and just show your potential in whatever you're doing. Yeah, that has been really grateful.
Are there sometimes that you've been given a task and it didn't go the way you expected? And if yes, how did you handle the outcome?
Yes, there has been times my expectations were not met.
Yeah.
But I like to take them as stepping stones and learning. I always learn every day. In aviation, we learn every single day. So I took it as something I needed to learn about. I went through it and saw that it's an area of improvement.
Yes.
So I started working on myself on it, and that's actually what I've been doing. If something doesn't work out, there must be something, lessons learned, and
which you really need to check on.
Yeah.
I love the way you say that learning is a continuous process. I was talking to someone in your industry and he was telling me that even after being an engineer for many years, you still have to go back and look at the manuals. Even if you know, you can't assume that you know.
Yeah.
And it's true, you know. But the expectation of the industry is that you must check the manual, go through the steps. Even if you've done it 10 years, 20 years, you still keep going. Maybe sometimes we struggle with that because sometimes, especially young people, you feel like, najua hii, why do I have to still go back to do it?
Yeah.
Do you think we're sometimes impatient, or is it our nature as young people?
I wouldn't say it's our nature as young people, because it's also affecting even the ones who are older. We get to a point of comfort. You've done it a million times.
Yes.
What is different? But in the aviation field, we really don't like to do that. We like just follow what is required. Yes, you know it, but maybe something very small changed.
True.
It's good to go and check. Yeah.
Wow. So what have you learned over the years? Maybe you as a person, leave alone the aviation as Carol, that through this thorough following of steps, procedures, going back to books, manuals every day, how has that worked in your life as a person?
I have learned to be patient and to take a step back and look at situations differently. Not just rush into things and think you have the solution and maybe you're missing something. So I've actually learned to be very patient when I'm handling anything that comes my way.
I know you didn't get married so many years ago. So I believe that this patience is working in your marriage.
Yes, it is. It really is,
Wow. That's amazing. I'm happy to hear that, and I'm glad to have you, Carol.
Thank you.
Yeah, one thing that amazes me is to see the way you're polite, and I can imagine you when you're in an overall and you're busy there. We are taking a short break, We'll be back to continue from there. I believe that you're learning from us, and it's great to see a young lady growing her career in engineering and doing what men actually are known to do. Please don't go far. We'll be right back. My name is Beatrice Chuchu.